that we've been dealing with. I always say that one of the most difficult mediation is difficult between two parties that have zero confidence in each other, and to have some sort of an indirect talks between the two sides is extremely difficult.
Welcome back, everyone. We are talking right now to Inam Cohen. He is the Consul General to Israel here in the Midwest. That you just saw in the video there was one of the senior hostage negotiators from Qatar. And let's talk about the hostages, because I think that's a situation that a lot of people are worried about, because these hostages represent people from all over the world. What type of information do you have, or do you know, when it comes to what I last read was 224 hostages?
Right. This is the most pressing humanitarian issue at stake right now. And as you mentioned, there's more than 200 hostages. We're not sure about the exact number because some of them may be held by Islamic Jihad or other gangs. But we're talking about more than 200 civilians. The vast majority of them Israelis, but there's also Americans and other nationalities. So that is a very delicate situation, as you mentioned. The negotiations right now are being mediated by Qatar. We, Israel, do not have direct contact with Hamas, of course. America does not have direct contact with Hamas, of course. So Qatar has relations both with Hamas and with the United States, and this is a chain of conversation that is being held right now. This is why we're giving more time, for the release of the hostages before we go on this ground operation to eliminate the Hamas leadership.
It really is a complicated road of communication to the Qataris, or from Hamas to Qataris to the Americans back to Israel.
Right.
Do you think this creates a more complicated situation because so many parties are involved with the negotiations? Could it, I don't want to say waste time, but could it take more time because we've got all these entities involved?
I think that every negotiation of that kind is very complicated. And also remember that we're talking about Hamas, a terrorist organization. They do not hold the values, the moral values that you and I have. We're talking about an organization who butchered 1,400 Israeli civilians just 3 weeks ago. So that makes the things very complicated, but I am hoping to get some good news in the upcoming days.
I was just going to ask you, you've been a diplomat for many years. Are you getting any information or any intel, and not that I would expect you to tell us any top secret information, but anything that makes you feel positive or the opposite? Is there anything you're hearing that makes you feel more worried or more scared about the current conflict?
I know there is a lot of efforts to release the hostages, so it makes me optimistic. At the same time, I'm trying to be very realistic because I know who the other side is, who we're dealing with. We're not dealing with a free democratic state. We're dealing with a terrorist organization. So I'm trying to keep expectation, in a certain level with the hope to get some good news in the coming days.
Inam, it is such a pleasure to have had you on our show today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate it.